Okay.
So it's you, because you're narrating.
Yep. Here we go. Is everybody ready?
No.
As ready as I'll ever be, I guess.
Okay, that's valid.
How many chapters are we reading?
Until we feel like dying.
Got it.
Yeah.
So one?
A
Until so
sentence.
zero.
Yeah,
Until
after the first paragraph.
I went. All right, here we go. Chapter 1, Nanny Hammer. Hello, my name is Riku Montgomery.
I'm good.
I'm 17, a senior in high school, and for a good 6 months of the year, completely apathetic towards the world and everything in it. I used to be really, well, no, I guess I never was I? Okay, let's try this again. I never really had a lot of friends, but no one ever straight up hated me, or if they did, they knew I could kick their asses so they kept it to themselves. That being said, I've always been a bit of a loner. Yeah, I have friends, and great ones at that, and never really put much thought into it. Mostly friendship to me consists of casual conversations, the occasional hug, and not really going much deeper than that. It was better that way. Be there and don't invade people's lives. That's how it's always been. I'm a very private person. And you know what? I'm perfectly happy with that. Then my mom decided one day to ruin my lifelong dreams of spending another worthless year of my life staring at the oh-so-familiar beige/white walls of Simpleton High. Actually called Singleton. She was assigned. It was on that fateful Friday evening in the local Bob Evans as I shoved blueberry crepes gracefully down my throat because I really wasn't in the mood for them, that my mother, bless her, decided to announce to me ever so ceremoniously, when we get home, pack your things, we're moving to Utah. I gaped at her, mouth opening and closing as if I were a fish for a good 10 seconds before I shoveled a forkful of sugar-laden berries into the side of my mouth.
Ow, shit.
I muttered, holding my poor, abused, and injured cheek before attempting and succeeding in eating the forkful of evil. After this stunt, I glanced
Evil.
and fixed her with a cold stare and nodded.
So we won the house then.
You could be a little more excited, Riku.
So sorry, I'm still coping from the fact that you're so thoughtlessly ripping me away from the love.
She's probably cheating on you,
Oh, thanks, Mom. That makes me feel so much better.
I say, rolling my eyes and smirking.
My lovely Maple would never cheat on me. We're deeply in love. We even started to discuss marriage children together.
My mother, the lovely woman she is, snorted and spit her black coffee into the cup. Okay, kid, whatever you say, just use protection. You wouldn't want to get termites.
Oh yes, of course,
Get
Mother.
termites.
Don't worry, we always practice safe sex.
She snorted again. Lovely woman, my mother, really. Any other mother would put you in the loony bin, Riku. I hope you know that.
Well, I'd never. I hate this. My courtship with the beautiful
I hate
Lady
this
Maple
too.
is nothing but sane.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to offend you. I totally support your long-term relationship with the tree in our backyard, she said, rolling her eyes. But we're not taking her with us, so you're going to have to break it off. Sorry, honey. I
Wait.
shrugged.
It's in his backyard? I didn't know that. I thought you just saw a tree somewhere.
No, apparently Maple has a tragic origin story, so that'll be fun to hit. I shrugged. I wasn't really that torn up over moving. I know that my friends would flip a shit and start crying, the pansies, but in reality, I was looking forward to a change.
When do we leave?
Sunday night. Great, now I got Axel.
When do we leave Simpleton High?
Alright.
Simpleton is short for simp.
Exactly.
I love
hate
that
going to
you
Simp
entered
school.
the server on. It's a very good entrance line.
That's all that matters.
Shit, man. Utah? That's like the desert. How the fuck are you gonna live with all that hair? Axel, my favorite ginger who wasn't, said as I broke the news to him Sunday morning. I glanced over at him from where I sat under Maple, ceasing my quick sketch of of a stick figure. All right, now we're getting into the Akuroku territory. I don't know how much to skip.
What are we talking about? I hate about every zodiac sign. All of
Riku.
them. They're all terrible.
There we go.
Including my own. Just skip over all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh? What? Oh yeah, sorry, you were talking?
Shion scowled at me. I was asking you if you'd ever even been to Utah.
Oh.
I said, continuing my doodle.
Yeah, it's got a lot of melons.
Shion rolled her eyes. So you haven't?
I already lost myself. No, I have. Remember when my brother tried to become a Marine? We drove all the way across the country. We went through and stopped in Utah, both there and back.
Bootlicker Riku, brother.
That next sentence I have to read, I'm gonna kill myself.
Oh, I see, she said, looking forlorn. I smiled softly. Good luck.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Chico. In a week's time, I'll have replaced all you fuckers and never contact you again.
She smacked me in the head and stormed off. I glanced up at Axel.
Was it something I said?
He rolled his eyes and with a smirk followed her, throwing a half-assed wave over his shoulder as his final goodbye. He was under the impression that I wasn't serious and would still be here come Monday morning when senior orientation was taking place. Sorry, buddy, not this time. The drive from my childhood home, which I'd only lived in for 6 years, to my mom's recently received dream home took approximately 3 days. I didn't mind. I like car rides. They were my absolute favorite. When we got there, it was about 4 p.m., and frankly, I was kind of dreading the whole unpacking thing. Nonetheless, I started hauling my shit out of the U-Haul truck, dumping it in the room my mother had designated as mine, and then hauling her shit into her room because my dad, bless his heart, was nearly 50 and despite being a bodybuilder, was not capable of picking up their box spring alone. I was pretty strong. I worked on a farm during the midsummer, dumping 80-pound bags of various farm animal food into barrels. He didn't generally allow me to go to the gym because he was convinced I was gay, though I have no clue what that has to do with it whatsoever. So I did what I could to stay in shape. I think I did pretty well for myself, considering how well my body was developed. Anyways, after we had dumped all our crap onto the floor of the room they were meant to be in, we went to the local Denny's and ate disgusting fat-soaked food. Or, well, I did anyways. They ate pancakes and shit like that. Ew. Didn't you just eat crepes yesterday, motherfucker? Or in the last, little bit? It was there... What is the difference between a crepe and a pancake? It was there that I realized that I was...
Masculinity.
Ah, yes, crepes, the masculine pancakes.
It's a very thin pancake. I think that's what it is.
It was there that I realized I was going to live buttfuck nowhere, Utah, because the waiter was some ninny hammer who couldn't walk right and dumped soda on me. Now, normally, people who get soda dumped on them by Denny's waiters are pretty pissed. Me? Nah. Oh, I forgot about this.
Just nah.
What? Just why?
Alright, it's still you, it's Sora.
Listen, this Sora's characterization is wild. Oh my god, ma'am, I'm so sorry, the boy said, ripping napkins out of his apron and jabbing me with them. I chuckled.
Don't worry about it, kid, but I'll have you know I'm quite male.
Quite male. God. The kid blushed redder than Axel's hair, which is one of my least favorite things that old fanfic does all the time. And started in on a whole new montage of apologies, which I again waved my hand at in dismissal.
Chill out, kid, it happens.
I feel really bad, though, he said, biting his lip and pouting slightly, blue eyes wide. He was cute, I'd give him that.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at the Discord chat right now.
You're valid.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, what's up?
Just a question. Why does Riku call him kid? Like Riku's like a 38-year-old baseball coach. Like I don't. I don't.
Riku voice sport.
Like
better than this. Guys being dudes.
Dudes being gay.
Like, holy moly. That's my only question.
Where were we?
Hopefully, yeah, you can go ahead. I'm sad. It's fine.
It's fine. Oh my god, Yag is actually a character. I thought Yag was just gay backwards.
No, Yak is a character.
I didn't know.
It's
Alright.
like Young Sid.
Shut. Alright. Where were we? Oh,
Did you
it's
know
not a
that
problem, really.
Oh.
I'm just glad it wasn't coffee or anything.
I said, grinning. Quit flirting with the waiter, Riku. My brother, Yag, said, rolling his eyes. He was plagued with stick-up-the-ass syndrome. It was a tragedy, really.
Quit flirting with your mom, Yag.
Got him. I droned, because I had the head from said lovely, good-natured mother and another from him. Whatever. I smirked and winked at the brunette, who was still standing there like the knitting hammer he'd so far proven himself to be. You just said that 2 seconds ago. I'm gonna kill Riku Montgomery. Hey, Sor, quit standing there like a big dummy and do your job at your tables. Some broad, I didn't remember the name of, who was our actual waitress, said, puffing her cheeks out and jabbing the poor brunette in the side. Once he flailed at her and left, she turned to us, smiling. Stop, sorry about him. He's such a dit sometimes. Can I get you guys anything? Bra. I can't get over broad. 1950s level misogynist Riku.
But he's still gay.
And fucking a tree.
A
Why
box.
a tree?
I'm telling you, Maple has a tragic backstory. I wasn't joking.
I was wishing you were.
A
Can't
box.
produce.
My mom said, smiling politely. Alrighty, and I'll bring you your bill too, so sit tight. Well, she was kind of annoying. I expressed this thought once she was out of range, earning a roll of the eyes from my mother. In case you were wondering, I wasn't. My dad was sitting across from me, staring blankly into the distance. He didn't talk much, and when he did, it generally was a topic forbidden at the dinner table by my mother. Sometime later, the auburn-haired girl came back with the bill in a box, told us to have a great night, winked at me and Yag, and then walked off. You.
That's it. That's the first chapter.
That's the first chapter.
Hey,
I would
Marcus,
also
do you
like
know
to
how many
know
chapters
that,
are?
but in the author's note, it does further. You're welcome.
Hey, Marcus. You wanna
Oh
know
yeah,
how
I
many
guess a
chapters are?
Final Fantasy 13 character.
Nigga, give me a second. I gotta process everything I just heard.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Yeah, okay, what's up, bro? What's up?
You wanna know how many chapters there are in this fic?
How many?
31.
That's not too bad. He kept writing, definitely, but I don't know, it feels like the person, right, who wrote this, I'm just spitballing here, was like was like a dude who thought he was straight until he turned like 22, but it was too late. All the misogyny had already set in. And so he kept saying stuff like, "What's up, kid?" to someone who's like debatably 2 years younger to him. You know, sitting there saying "babe," like who does that? But you know, it's fine. It's cool, bro. It's an aesthetic. I like it. Not really, not at all. But it's
I really
experience.
70% of my timeline today has been about Riku Montgomery. Feel so sorry for everybody due to recent events. I'm changing my name to Kyrie Montgomery. Shout out to the Kyrie RP Twitter that follows me.
What are they RPing off of? What source material? I know it's not the games.
Like, it's the manga, actually.
Oh, the manga. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
What's better, Riku Montgomery or half the cast being related to Cloud? We'll get there.
That sounds like a take, but hey,
I really have one person. Sorry, I'm just mentally processing what I'm about to have to read. All right, let's go.
I'm still mentally processing what I've heard, so I understand.
Riku, it's 6:30. My mom's voice rang out, and I just about flipped the shit. I set my alarms, all 3 of them, for 6 today, so I'd be able to, get ready for my first day. But nope, the alarm clock gods had it out for me, and they were like, let's fuck with this kid for his first day of school. Trollolololo. I jumped over the back of my futon and grabbed some pants, putting them on as I slammed my way down the stairs, because I'm beast that way. And headed to the kitchen to grab some sort of sustenance before brushing my silver hair and perfect teeth, throwing on a random shirt, and waiting 10 minutes for my mom to hurry the fuck up. And yes,
Oh my god.
my teeth really are perfect. I've never had bracelets. I'm just that beastie.
Stop. Just stop. Let me breathe.
My mom eventually got her shit together and drove me to school because she was too afraid to let me drive. I almost died from laughter upon discovering our school's mascot made us the Gold Diggers. I fucking loved Utah. Best school ever.
No one has ever said that.
No one. Literally no one. Literally only said I'm going to or I'm leaving Utah. That's so...
That's like solid opinion on Utah. They only go there or they leave.
I forgot I have to read the fucking fresh meat part. Oh! Alright. I found my way to the office, got mistaken for a woman. Seriously, what the hell? I'm not some short, scrawny panty. I just have long hair. Flip it. And received my schedule. After that, I hunted down my locker and stored my shit in there. Hey, fresh meat, some dickwad called out, shoving me into my locker. Whatever, shrimp. I'm a fucking senior, I growled, shoving
It's
the
Xehanort.
blonde.
It's Xehanort.
It's not.
Stop, it's worse. It's way
It's worse. It's worse. I can't wait for you to hear this name. Alright. I shoving the blonde who I noted was much shorter and tanner than I. No shit. Why haven't I ever seen you? Sorry, man. No problem, I guess. Just make sure you know your victim. I just moved here from Michigan. What the flip? That's awesome. Right. Say the names.
Say the name right now.
Say it. Say it.
I don't actually know how to say his first name.
It's Titus.
Thank you. Say the names.
Never. Never.
Say the name's Titus. I just fucked up. What is it again? Say it for me.
Titus or
It's
Titus.
Oh, I did say it
Titus.
right. No, I said it right. Okay, cool. Say the name's Titus. Titus Barker. Montgomery.
You're
Cool.
kidding.
No, I'm not.
This is slander.
I can't wait for Sora's last name.
This is just slander. At this point.
This
is
has
a
to stay,
parody.
Marcus. This has to stay between us. Our group cannot know I'm reading this.
No, bro. The second I clicked join Discord, I
No.
knew everything. I knew
Oh.
everything that was happening was staying a secret. I cannot. I cannot.
This has
It's
to stay
not
between
you.
us.
This isn't even your fault. This is the person, the demon who wrote this.
Thank you for understanding. I just don't want our other friend group to fucking know I read this. Alright. Cool. We'll see you around
Everybody-
sometime.
Tweeting
What's-
about Riku Montgomery right now is also like, please stop retweeting this.
Ricky Montgomery.
Nah, this shit belongs in the Louvre.
Frame it, hang it on a wall.
This is something everybody has to hear. This should be curriculum.
Can I hold on. This is how I think Riku looks like. And
Oh no.
this
I
is
shouldn't
how
have
Riku
retweeted
looks
it.
like.
That is horrible. Get it
I
away.
tweeted that.
Alright, anyway. I wasn't going to be his buddy, that's for sure. I wandered around the school a bit before giving up and heading to the math class I nearly scoped out and passed 20 times. I glanced at the teacher who nodded at me and told me to sit wherever. So I took a seat in the front, right next to his desk, because I like to fuck with my teacher's heads a little and at least expect from someone like me. He eyed me rarely before going back to messing around on his computer. Hey, what are you doing here? I jumped. I'm not gonna lie, that scared the heck out of me. I turned and looked up to midnight blue eyes, I hate that, outlined in black. Sitting? No, I mean, at my school.
No, silly.
Sitting? She sighed in exasperation. Oh, I thought you were just on a trip or something. Oh, it was that annoying girls from Denny's. No, I just moved here with my family. Oh, she said, and took the seat next to me. Well, this place could certainly use a new face around, and you're certainly nice to look at. I scoffed. Please don't, I said, slouching back in my seat and glancing at her. Oh, I get it. You bat for the other team, am I right? I bat for whatever team I damn well please, but I'm not into cheesy pickup lines from anyone but my beloved Maple. Oh, you're doing that whole long-term thing? Sure, I said, inwardly laughing. I have to read that to you.
Pain.
Is she pretty? What's she like? Do you have a picture? I rolled my eyes and pulled out my phone, pulling up a picture of me and Maple that Axel had so kindly taken for me. Maple, my long-term girlfriend and best friend for life, I said, showing her the picture. She bit her eyes, brows furrowing. I'm sorry, it's just you and a tree. That's a maple tree, said a third voice. Me too.
Wait, you guys weren't joking?
No.
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 Wait a second. Wait a second.
I want to apologize if you hear squeaking. My dog figured out how to squeak her toy.
Is that my daughter?
Yes, it's your daughter.
Okay.
No, my brain, it doesn't bother me. My brain's already fried. I just can't process. Why a tree?
I feel
I'm
like
telling you, I'm not joking.
The origin
It has
story.
tragic
we'll
backstory.
get to the orange story. We'll get there. Alright.
Orange.
Okay.
Orange. Fuck. You know I can't speak. Alright.
Better be in chapter 2.
It's not. This is chapter 2.
It's like chapter 11.
Why? Nah, I'm sorry.
That's a maple tree, said a third voice. God, Kyrie, you're so slow sometimes. Shut up, Tifa, Kyrie responded. I smirked. I'm pansexual. What's that mean? I like trees. Really? They have a thing for that? Kyrie asked, wonder showing in her eyes. The brunette from earlier had moved behind me. Well, me too. And was now bursting out into laughter. I chuckled along with her, and she offered me a fist bump. I took it. You're such a dumb shit, Kyrie. He's trolling you. Trolling me? Fucking with your head, Tifa explained. She leaned forward. Pansexual basically means he doesn't care what's between your legs or in your head. So, like, he's like, bisexual? Tifa sighed and shook her head, apparently giving up. Anyways, I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Riku, I said, grinning and shaking her hand when she offered it across the space of her desk. Class started and went by, and so did the rest of it. Kyrie and Tifa were in most of my classes, with the exception of boys' aquatics, obviously, which I had with the brunette boy. He immediately recognized me and came bounding over. Hey, it's you. I'm sorry about the other day. But he started, but I held up a finger. God, I keep wanting to not read in first person. Didn't I tell you not to worry about it? I asked, shaking my head. Anyways, since you keep apologizing anyways, my name's Riku. I'm Sora, and that guy over there is my cousin, Cloud. He said for no apparent reason,
Huh?
pointing over to a Roxas lookalike. Weird. Cloud's eyes notably twitched, but he still sauntered over anyways. Hey Cloud, this is Riku, the guy I spilled pop all over. Hello, he said, sounding like he really didn't want to be there or be introduced to me. I didn't blame him. Hey, I said, scrutinized his appearance for a second. Are you by any chance related to one Roxas Strife? The blonde's eyes widened slightly. How do you know my brother?
Here we go.
Hey,
Yeah?
hey, he said, I noticed he said pop. That means the writer is from literally 3 states. Literally. Oh my God. You can continue. I'm just sad.
I think he's from Utah, because no fucking fanfic writer is just gonna write Utah.
No.
We were literally talking about it earlier. Nobody has any opinion on Utah. They either go there or they're leaving. So why would somebody
Yes.
outside of Utah write about Utah?
Like, oh, I got the secret on Utah culture here. I'm about to
They
sprinkle it all over. We're gonna put words like pop and babe. Oh,
Do you guys think this fanfic is based off like a true story?
it has to
Oh
be.
god.
self-insert.
They-
Yes.
Like real,
Self-insert,
weirdly specific trauma shit
It's,
in here.
there's, I don't know. Some of this shit at the beginning is so specific that I can't tell if it is based off someone's life or if they're just.
All right,
Either that
so
or they really like took a long time making this.
This
like-
is supposed to be an epic. You can really, literally.
it really like for the first big part of it, I think a lot of it is actually projection because there's a lot of weird specific conversations, a lot of weird specific references, some weird specific trauma, and then at the end, shit just goes off the rails when Sora and Kyrie get hit by a truck.
Do they die? I need to know that. Do they die?
Sora, if I remember correctly, don't quote me on this, Sora temporarily goes to heaven and meets Zack and Aaron.
So Sora's
They're just
Jesus.
there.
So Sora's Jesus. Is that what?
Does he get hit by the truck when he's wearing the maid outfit from Halloween or no?
Hey. That's also new information. I
I'm
don't know.
convinced they at least have to be from either Utah, Michigan, or both, because those are like just states that if you're not from either one of them, you just don't write about.
Michigan is a little bit more because of Detroit. Michigan's a little bit more. No, Utah. I don't know the capital.
At
of
least
Utah.
like outside of any major cities, it's just
Isn't it
Yeah.
Salt Lake City? Am I right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or is it Kansas City? Because I know that's not in Kansas.
One of my nieces just tweeted to me, "Hi Al, how are you?" No, I'm Riku. I'm Riku Montgomery from Michigan.
No, I think it's probably most likely a self-insert because the story's kind of wrapping around him.
Riku while flossing. What the fuck is a chug? Okay, where was I? Oh, right. Okay.
Stopping, hopefully.
He's my homeboy, and that my best friend's foot wanted in his pants, so they made him hang with us. The blonde's eyes twitched slightly, and he's rejected them, right? Oh, protective older brother? I think so. The kid's a prude. Don't worry about it. Q fists in my face. Sora screeched and grabbed my face in horror. Oh my heck, are you alright? I stare blankly at the brunette. If you kindly release my face, I'd know. I just remembered something else in this. Oh, I see it, and I don't want to read that part. He frowned and... Me too! Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm fine, I said.
I have to stay hydrated
Uh-huh.
so I don't faint.
Maybe if I was lucky, this would mean I didn't have to participate in class. Not that we were doing anything today, since it's the first day of class. A guy can dream, can't he? Alright, ladies, shut the hell up and sit the heck down. The teacher yelled, and we all obeyed. The name's Sid Highwind. Call me whatever.
No,
By
you gotta
tomorrow.
stop reading.
No, but we're almost done with the chapter. By tomorrow, y'all need to have swimwear trunks. By tomorrow, y'all need to have swimwear. Swim trunks are fine, unless you're out to join the swim team. But that's aside the point. Have your rents sign the sheet that's going around and give it to me by Friday.
Have your rents?
Parents.
Is that who says that? Please.
Utah.
people in the
Utah.
1960s.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I then
Wow.
proceeded to...
I thought rents was like your rent, like like they were paying tuition or something.
Have your landlord sign this sheet.
Yes.
Hey, make sure your landlord signs this.
Else you get evicted, and you'll be sent back to Sim High School.
Can I just say there is nothing more terrifying than the notification Riku Montgomery retweeted your tweet.
You're welcome. Oh my god, my daughter's name is also Riku Montgomery.
Yep. We are all Montgomery today.
Do I have a choice in this matter?
I have lost no by some miracle of God.
I'm making my Twitter name Titus Barker.
I just watched my
Please.
mutual post a K-pop fan cam of Rexus is outside getting his ass beat by Kyrie because he was lesbophobic.
I am dying.
Where was I? Oh, right. I then proceeded to drown him out as we went over the syllabus. Why does aquatics... What the fuck kind of class is aquatics? Why does aquatics even need a syllabus?
Utah.
Shit.
Yeah,
okay.
they have swim class in Utah. You know, like Japan.
Shut up. And started a poke war with Sora. Sora puffed out his cheeks every time he was poked, and his face got so serious and determined when he retaliated. I almost wanted to record it. It was kind of adorable, and I didn't use that term often. Hey, you two, quit that and pay attention, Sid said, chucking an eraser. Why does he have an eraser? At my head. We obeyed for all of 2 minutes. When he looked away. Why did they... Okay. I lost myself. Where am I? Okay, now we just have to poke each other when he looked away. Challenge accepted. Okay.
This guy.
He did finish the
12?
speech about... He said he wrote this during high school. He's
Yeah.
older than us, by the way.
Oh, the person.
Good
Yes.
God.
This man pays
I
his
like-
taxes.
I really want to find them.
I do too. I was looking for it.
Who is this
Wait,
person? I want
wait,
to talk
Marcus,
to
If we get
Marcus,
Riku
Marcus,
Montgomery
Marcus.
trending,
Yeah.
maybe he'll find us.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
How
Everyone
else of a nightmare do you think it would be to, like 8 years later, see a name from a fanfic you wrote?
Because you liked Kingdom Hearts.
That is so because nobody else has ever said the term Riku Montgomery. It's so specific you would know it's about you.
You would instantly know it was something.
How fucking terrified would you be on a scale of 1 to 10?
11.
Being reminded,
Wait.
being reminded of your sins is probably.
What's that edit I made?
Oh no.
Babe, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I googled Riku
Which
Montgomery.
one?
The Riku one.
The one with the
Yes.
he's mine shirt?
Yes.
What did you do with it?
Where is it? I'm looking for it.
Oh,
I googled Riku Montgomery, and one of the things that came up was a news story, and it's zookeeper mauled to death by white tiger in southern Japan, and the tiger's name was Riku.
You see, I think Japan's gonna come back a lot during this. Because Japan and Utah are like basically the same thing. The American public knows the common American public knows little to nothing about both. So
Okay, I found it.
Japan and Utah is the same. That's
yes,
the hot take of the day.
yes.
That's
I actually probably know more about Japan than I
I
do
hope you guys
Utah.
liked my edit.
I
Okay,
I can-
where was I? Oh, right. Everyone has to just let me read this anime card. You guys just have to let it happen.
okay.
You have to power through. I believe in you.
I'm powering through this.
I will mute myself and force myself to not take it off, bro. Okay, go.
Alright. Sid finished his speech about 20 minutes later. He assigned us lockers and then left us to our own devices. So naturally, Sora and I started an epic ninja-style pork war, which I showed off my awesome dodging abilities by bending over backwards, Matrix-style, when he attempted to poke me, and retaliated quickly by jabbing him multiple times in the stomach, which made him, well, giggle. And I'm not even saying that because he was cute. The kid seriously giggled. That's adorable, I blurted out, in a wince, expecting a negative reaction. Instead, I watched as Sora turn bright red and hit his face. Oh, don't say that, he said, shaking his head. Jerk face? I frowned. What did I do to earn an insult? Sora didn't answer, looking me over warily. What's wrong? I asked, frowning more. He was fine just a second ago. I don't think I should tell you. Oh, well, that's okay, I guess. You can tell me when you know me better, right? Sora looked me over, then nodded, grinning. So, Riku, do you like anime? Okay, no, I got this. I foresaw a beautiful friendship budding from that moment on. Are you kidding? Anime is my life. Oh my god, seriously? Sora squealed. Everyone else I ask is all, what's anime? That's weird. Story of my life, I said, grinning. What's your favorite anime? Don't judge me, okay? I nodded. Gravitation. Ah, dude, I flippin' love Gravitation. It's so flippin' I know, right? I love all his outfits, Sora said, grinning. He's such a spaz, too. Like, who the heck flies across the world and dresses up in a dog suit? I know, right? I love Suichi. He's so cute. Awesome. Dude, the manga makes Suichi kinda sexy, but in the anime, he's just flippin' adorable, I said, because closets never really existed to me. Sora bit his lip, glancing at me in confusion. Well, I'm not going to lie about it, I said, rolling my eyes. I mean, we're talking about a shonen AI? That's a shonen AI? Face meet palm, palm meet face. Yeah, you didn't know that? Well, okay, I did, but you don't have to I'm not going to judge you. I really couldn't judge him unless, he was into then I probably would. Okay. Sora and I eventually wound up exchanging numbers, and so rather than fill out the stupid get-to-know-you sheets that teachers always give us on the first day, I texted my newfound friend. I found out several things about Sora through that. A. He really likes kittens and puppies. B. Kairi harasses him like crazy, even though he's rejected her 3 times. C. He cosplays. A lot. Yes, this would be a beautiful friendship. I suspected that my new friend was hiding in a closet with the door cracked open. However, as to be quite honest, it was pretty obvious after a conversation during aquatics. Speaking of... Hey Mom, I need a Speedo. My mom spat out her beer and coughed, pounding on her chest. What? I have aquatics, but I don't have swimwear. Buy me some. A Speedo, Riku? Yes, it should be covered in rainbows and unicorns, and glitter is always a plus. She rolled her eyes. Right, so you want some swim trunks with flames or dragons then? I nodded. Okay, come on, let's see if Walmart has any on sale. Oh yeah, Walmart swimwear. I'ma be styling. That's it, that's chapter 2.
Babe,
I need you to know that when you were reading the anime part, I had to mute the mic and hide the phone under a pillow because I was in extra hell.
The Walmart Speedo just joined the Discord.
Horrible.
I am in pain. That was difficult to get through. How, bro? It's just something, dude. It's just like, damn, it's crazy, bro. I'm literally at a loss for words. That was
I can't
something.
believe self-joined server the minute I finished the Speedo part.
My power. Oh, this is hell. I don't understand what Riku Montgomery is, and honestly, I'm too afraid to ask at this point. And then just this image. Hello?
Oh, who do I have to block? Someone posted. Ah! Who do I have to block? Who is this? Okay.
What happened?
I have to block someone for posting sword porn on the timeline.
Oh no, who was it?
Let me get their link. Where is it? I just blocked you. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. I'll post it in here.
Sorry, I have gum. I'm just chewing.
Anyway,
Hero.
it's your turn for chapter 3.
God. Alright. I don't remember what happens in this chapter, and I'm afraid. Chapter 3, Ostracized. Shit, Riku, where the fuck have you been? I told you I was moving, Axel. And with that, I hung up, which might have seemed like a dick move, but it was 3 in the morning, and to be quite honest, I wanted nothing to do with my old friends anymore. Wow! That's so shitty! I forgot how shitty Riku Montgomery is! I would never see them again anyways, so why would I even bother talking to them anymore? Yeah, I can tell this was written by a man. So I didn't. I ignored Axel's next call and his text. I told Tion I'd replace them. I meant it. Which means, you guessed it, it's been over a week since we've moved. Today was September 31st, in fact. It's been almost a month, and I'm already starting to feel more at home in my new habitat than I ever had back where I was born and raised. Really, it's kind of funny how that works. I always wondered what it'd be like if one day I fell off the face of the planet, and well, I'd figure that one out. After a month, almost a month later, Axel would call my phone and ask where the fuck I was. Cool. My phone buzzing on my throat. When did it get there? Startled me, and I glanced back at it. In big white letters on the blue, "Hey dude, look, it's a phone call, OMG, look!" Green was the name Sora Stump. Yes, Stump. I already teased him about it. He already pouted at me for it. Been there, done that. I pressed the green phone icon button thing and was greeted by hysteric sobs. Hello? Riku? Yeah, are you, alright? Can you come get me, please? Sure, where are you? I'm at the intersection of Barnes and Schuler's. Alright, that was like a 5-minute bike ride. Cool. Okay, I'll be there in like 5 minutes, alright? Calm down. Thank you, Sora said, and we exchanged our goodbyes, and I set off on my magical adventure to save the princess, or something like that. Sora, are you alright? I asked, dropping my bike on the sidewalk and pulling the crying boy into a hug. He stilled for a second before wrapping his arms around my waist and burying his face into my chest. What happened, kiddo? They kicked me out, he mumbled into my shirt. Oh, I said, looking down at the brunette spikes. You want to stay at my place for a couple days then? Sora nodded into my shirt, so I pried myself from him, and we set off, him on my handlebars and me, well, on the seat, pedaling, obviously. Do you want to talk about it? I asked, once we got into my room. Sora shook his head. It might make you feel better, I said, frowning. I don't want you to kick me out too, he said, looking at his feet. Unless you're going to tell me you've been shooting up and in the Mafia, I don't think I have a reason to. Actually, scratch that part about the shooting up. We kept my brother. Sora looked at me with wide eyes. I didn't know you had a brother. And that's the only thing you took from that, isn't it? Sora nodded. I sighed. Yes, I have a brother. He's an ass. Don't worry about it, I said, shaking my head. Now will you tell me what you apparently did that was so horrible? I didn't exactly do anything. I groaned. Alright, Sora, we're going to play a game. His eyes lit up instantly. I'll tell you something I did to get kicked out once, and you'll tell me what you got kicked out for. Sound good? Good. Sora opened his mouth to refuse, but I held him finger. Well, you know how I'm a stupid fuck, Sora frowned. I was being smart once and decided that since they wouldn't let me go for a walk, I'd figure out how to piss them off until they were sick of me. So I booby-trapped the entire house. No big deal, right? Well, I also put viruses on my mom's phone and computer. Sora's eyes widened. I grinned. She was pissed. I spent the next month cleaning the house and fixing the computer. She had to get a new phone, though. Sora smiled softly. I stared at him expectantly, and after a few minutes prompted him with a, well? Well, what? It's your turn. Why'd you get kicked out? Sora froze. I don't think it's a good idea. Sora, what could I possibly judge you about? Well, a lot of things. Think about it. My brother's an ex-druggie. My mom listens to Slipknot. I was in a long-term relationship with a tree. Riku Montgomery voice. I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. Wait, what? Sora asked, laughing. You were in a long-term relationship with a what? A tree. Her name was Maple. She was a male to female. I'm not saying that. Transgender tree. We were getting ready for our wedding when mom announced that we were moving. She couldn't come, obviously, so now I'm with you. So now I'm, heartbroken. Sora laughed, the kind of laugh where the person starts hyperventilating and crying and rolling all over the place. I didn't think it was that funny, but okay then. When he sobered up a little, he sat up, holding his sides, and wiped at the corner of one eye. Thanks, Riku. I needed that. Yeah, laugh at my pain. I see how it is, I said, crossing my arms over my chest and turning my nose up at him. I didn't mean to. I rolled my eyes. I'm joking, Sora. Now seriously, what's up, kid? Sora bit his lip. Promise you won't get mad at me, or hate me, or judge me, or kick me out, or hit me. Sora, I promise. I'm gay. I blinked. Okay? No, really. Not that I don't believe you, I just don't see why you're telling me this, I said, shrugging. It's kind of obvious. It was? Yeah, I mean, you read yaoi, Sora, not stupid. Horrible line! Oh. Yeah. So you're okay with that? Why wouldn't I be? Well, 'cause, I'm gay, and you're a guy, and... Sora, I'm pansexual, right? He stared at me blankly. I don't have a gender or sex preference, but that doesn't mean I'm attracted to everyone I see, does it? It's the same for gay guys. I really don't care what you like, Sora, I said, and then bit my lip, turning to him. Of course you like tentacles. Then I'm sorry, but you'll just have to... Sora shook his head, suppressing a shudder. Never again. I am never switching that again. Ew. Chapter 3.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
I feel like everyone deserves to know this about me. I work...
Oh, God.
And yes, it is about the tentacle porn. I work for an anime convention, so I do audio stuff. And what was it, last year or the year after that? Are you okay, Marcus? I'm just hearing you sigh over there.
I'm sorry. It's fine.
Okay, so I
Me
work for an
too.
anime convention. I work for a couple of the big ones. And I think it was last year. Or the year before that, I can't remember. But we managed to invite the guy that created tentacle porn to our convention. And it was the year before, actually. And I, being in the tech department, had to mic him up and everything, right? But before that, when I first started working for them, I got into contact with Bad Dragon, and I got them to send us a bunch of tentacle digs, so that we could give them out at the convention, and we could give them out at his panel specifically.
I'm sorry? What?
I had to, and I shit you not, I have the silicone sample right in front of me. I had to hand the guy who spoke only Japanese, I had to try to speak to him as best as I could as I was handing him a box full of like 100 tentacle dicks. Like tentacle dildos. And I put them in front of him and in terrible Japanese told him, "These are for you." And then I had to mic him up, and the entire time he was looking at me like I was fucking insane.
How old was he?
He's like in his mid-40s, late 40s.
I thought he would be older.
Nah, bro.
I thought tentacle
No,
porn
he's young.
existed for much longer than that.
Nah, bro, you should have just bowed, handed him the tentacles, and been like, "Sumimasen."
But he gave me, and I have it right in front of me, The signature's mostly rubbed off because it's silicone. But he gave me something that was at the bottom of the box, and I can't take a picture because there's definitely a 14-year-old in this group. But he gave me a silicone sample at the bottom of the box that's from Bad Dragon, has the Bad Dragon logo and everything, and on the side it just says medium.
No. No.
And on the back it has the Bad Dragon website, and at the bottom he signed his name. And it's just there. It's on my desk. And it's gonna sit there for the rest of its life on my desk.
I actually closed Discord and now it won't open up again.
And
I
that's
just
my
want to
story.
say, I honestly just want to say, I don't.
Alright. Fuck, I forgot how this chapter started!
But this one's short.
Okay. Sora sighed and leaned back on my bed. Your bed smells good. It's making me sleepy. Weird. Everyone else says it smells like a dead horse, I said, shrugging. It was a well-known fact about my family that I was part heater, and so my sheets were generally soaked. Well, they smell like you to me. Curious, I smelled myself and made a face. Sora giggled. Yeah, whatever. I haven't showered since Thursday. It was now Sunday afternoon. That's disgusting, Riku. Go clean yourself. I grinned. Whatever, Sora. We both know you were totally smelling me earlier. Your shirt smells good. Thanks. I've been wearing it on and off since Friday, I said, grinning. You're disgusting, Riku. I shrugged. Considering I've basically laid around the house the entire weekend and went swimming on Friday, not really. True, Sora said.
Not
wrinkling-
true. Not true at all.
You're right.
Listen, I get having depression, Riku, but please fucking kill yourself.
Okay, I just went to chapter
He
32.
tried. He already tried. He can't even kill himself right.
He can't even kill himself. Okay.
What I miss, bro?
you missed Riku being gross. It's fine. It was literally like the first paragraph.
Okay.
I'm gonna puke.
Sora said, wrinkling his nose and rolling over onto his stomach, then flopping over completely so he was on his back. Riku, I'm tired. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Me, Ken, I woke up at 4 today. He flailed. I don't care. Let's take a nap. How about we don't and eat ice cream instead? Sora seemed to consider this for a good 30 seconds before springing up out of bed and following me to the kitchen, where we sat on the counter and ate the last of the ice cream out of the tub. Riku, oh, hello, my mom said, stopping short at the sight of the brunette sitting on her counter eating ice cream with me. Hey mom, this is Sora. Sora, that's the woman who created this masterpiece, I said, gesturing to myself. You can call her mommy. My mother snorted and dumped her purse on the dinner table. Well, it's nice to meet you, Sora. Riku neglected to tell me he had friends. Oh no, we're not friends, Mom, I said, shaking my head. I smirked and glanced over at Sora, who was staring at me wide-eyed. We're bestest buddies. Sora snickered, and my mom rolled her eyes. Whatever, Riku. Did you get your homework done? I narrowed my eyes at her. I had homework? I don't know. Did you? Since when have I ever done homework? Since always? Have I? Oh my god. You're not doing this tonight, Riku. Go do your homework. I don't have homework. She threw her arms up in the air and stalked over to the fridge, opened the door and grabbing a beer. Whatever, Riku. Just clean up after yourself. And I swear to god, I am not washing your... Sora turned red at that. We're not. She's kidding, Sora. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Okay, Riku. Okay. I'm gonna kill you. I don't wear panties, Riku. I wear boxers. You know that. I have my suspicions. Not in my kitchen, you don't, my mom said, eyes narrows as she took a drink of her beer. I thought you didn't support sexism, Mom, I said, tilting my head. Smart ass, said, and walked out. I smirked and shoved a spoonful of ice cream into Sora's mouth. He squeaked and fell off the counter. Chill out, Sora. It's just ice cream. That was an indirect kiss, you creep. I rolled my eyes. Oh, please, like it matters. It does. You just took my mouth's innocence. I blinked. No, I did it, but I can if you want me to, but not in here. Sora blushed bright red. No, that's not. God, you're so weird, Sora. I'm joking. Oh, you're so cute, Sora. He turned a deeper shade of red, and I was almost concerned for his health. That shade wasn't exactly normal. But then he covered his face, and shook his head violently. Don't say that, Riku, you big meanie face. Ooh, ouch, meanie face. I'll say it if I.
I'm in hell.
Every single fucking time I read meanie face, I want to die. That is the worst. Why?
Take me out.
I'm trying so hard to read this like in the most monotone voice I can.
Hero.
Because I don't want to convey any emotion.
Day 45, Montgomery.
We're just discussing what it's called when a lesbian dates guys.
I'm skimming through the last couple of chapters and I'm finding very cursed
We don't
things.
talk about that.
What a glorious fanfic. And by glorious, I'm terrible. Anyway,
It's truly an epic.
I'll say it if I want to. Cutie pie. Ew. Get a room, Yak said, scowling as he grabbed sandwich. No, he fucked up writing that. As he grabbed a sandwich, fixing out of the fridge, and going to the other counter. Whatever, I said, rolling my eyes as I jumped off the counter. Come on, Sora, we'll go have steamy, hot gay sex on his bed. Yag threw his jelly spoon at me, which I dodged. You know, you're a real smart aleck, Riku. Yes, but my charming wit totally turns you on, I said, eyeing the brunette out of the corner of my eye as he turned bright pink. It does not. Admit it. You totally have the hots for me, I said, smirking. You want my... you want my bod. Sora blushed deeper and smacked me on the shoulder. I do not. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Riku, Sora whined, pouting. Don't die.
Please don't
Riku
die.
Montgomery is in
Wait,
the
he
house.
said Riku what?
I desperately want
Wait,
to.
he said what?
He said that Sora wants his bod.
No, what's the last thing you said?
Liar,
'Cause
liar, pants on fire?
No, I heard pound me.
No, I didn't get to that part.
Okay.
No, that's the next part. When he says, "Oh baby, call my name again," I moaned, thoroughly enjoying myself at Sora's expense. He held his face, a sign that he knew he was blushing as red as a fire truck, and shook his head. Stop it. I laughed at him and pried his hands away from his face. I'll stop it when you stop being fucking adorable, I said, grinning. Sora pouted at me, still red face. You're being a jerk face, Riri. Riri? Well, that's a first. I smirked. It's called flooring, so. It's what people do. Cloud doesn't.
It's called
I need you to fucking know. I need you to fucking know that I do have another bottle of Tylenol in this room, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Please, we're not at that chapter yet.
We're not there yet, don't worry.
We'll hit reenactment stages at that point.
One day we will have a dramatic reading of this fanfic. All with perfect voice acting and everything.
Everyone can have a character.
No.
Hell yeah.
Fancy.
I do Shion.
Come here, Fancy.
Are you talking to our child?
Yes.
You leave
Your
my child
child
alone.
Riku Montgomery.
Huh?
No, fuck no. This is not my kid. I would never raise a child to be like this.
Fancy. Nice.
Ever.
What would you do if you saw a child right in front of you?
I'm just hold on. I gotta read
Hold
this.
on.
I gotta read
got-
this out loud real quick.
I got the perfect
I-
video for that.
I opened up Twitter real quick, and I see. I never understood the whole "I only date guys taller than me" thing. There are plenty of short guys that are hot. Scrappy Doo pussy hitting different. This constitutes
That is
targeted
a violent,
harassment.
I
I'm
fucking hate
retweeting
Scrappy Doo so
Scrappy Doo
much. I
pussy.
want to murder him.
that is a violent offense against humanity.
You want to know who's a violent offense against humanity? Fucking Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy Doo don't make no sense. I never understood why he was a character. I don't understand why people like him either. He's like almost always an asshole.
It's because the Scooby Doo gang saw how much popular Scooby Doo was getting, and they were like, you know what, we need a character that the kids can relate to and can be the cute like kid character, and then they made Scrappy like that.
But like we need a mascot for our mascot. Like what? I don't understand.
Scrappy
Also-
Doo found dead in Miami.
Good.
Fucking Scooby Doo lore.
Imagine being the author of Riku Montgomery right now.
I hope he
Oh.
comes out of hiding.
I really hope so.
Hi, Samson. Hi, Samson.
Okay.
Hi, Samson.
Where was I?
Hi,
Oh, right. Cloud
Samson.
doesn't. Cloud's your cousin. It'd be weird and inappropriate for him to flirt with you. I said, raising an eyebrow. Do you want him to flirt with you? Sora scrunched up his face, shaking his head. Well,
Oh,
that's,
thank God.
that's
Thank God for
There's
that.
no incest in this fic. Thank God. At least they gave us that blessing. Fucking hell.
For now.
They gave us one thing.
Just the one.
Oh!
Don't
Don't
post
make
that scrappy dude.
Remember
This is chapter! It's like one paragraph.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. The second live action Scooby movie was actually pretty fucking good. The first one's a disgrace to fucking humanity. It should have never been made.
I like both.
Stop. Stop. Please, please,
Which one is that?
I hate this.
please. This
This is the first one, right?
the first movie.
Oh yeah, because Scooby Doo, Scrappy Doo was the like villain or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So was
Yeah.
Mr. Bean. He was controlling the Mr. Bean robot.
I'm a white Chad boy with a tree girlfriend now.
We also had a scene where fucking Fred was put in Daphne's body, and he immediately looked down at her tits and said, "Oh, sweet." Movie, by the way.
Didn't Velma get caught in like an orgy or something in the movie? Like it was a deleted scene? That was a deleted scene.
What did you say?
Yeah, like I think she like stumbled upon like some orgy like about to happen in like the deleted scene or something like that.
I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be
Something like
surprised. In the second movie, like they made Velma wear like a skin tight rubber
Yeah,
Ow.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
kids movie, by the way. Watching that movie, I thought to myself, I hope this doesn't awaken anything in me.
It didn't.
Okay, let's finish this fucking fix so I can die in peace.
Forgot where it was. Oh. Well, that's good. I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have you as competition. Sora's face fell into a look of pure sadness. This kid, I tell ya, poker face of a fucking puppy. I'm just kidding, Sora. I don't like blondes, liar. Oh, I like cute brunettes with blue eyes and tan skin. Sora's head shot up, staring at me. Don't joke about that. I raised an eyebrow. Who said I was joking? Sora puffed out his cheeks. You can't just say stuff like that, Riku. It's not nice. You're being a tease, and I don't like it. I frowned, walking over to him. What makes you think I'm being a tease? Sora looked away. I fucking hate this fic. What is that? I don't want to. I'm not looking at chat. I'm actually turning off my monitor so I don't have to look at it. Alright, monitor off. Okay. Where was I? Sora looked away. Because you're never serious about this kind of thing, he said, refusing to look at me, and I don't like how you're always toying with me. Damn, thank you, Sora. So fucking speak up for yourself. Shit. I sighed and grabbed his face, forcing him to look at me. Sora, do you like me? Sora looked to the side. No. Are you lying to me? He paused. Maybe. Is that a yes? Maybe. I smirked. Are you afraid to answer because you don't want to get rejected or make things awkward? Maybe. Is that the only word you know? Possibly. I smirked and released his face and going back over to where I was sifting through my clothes before.
That sequence killed me. That was straight off of YA novel, bro. Like, holy moly. That shit does not feel good.
Nothing from this fic feels good. This fic is fucking cursed. It gave me PTSD. I need to
When you grow up, pair, feel free to tell me. Until then, I'm going to continue to shamelessly flirt. Jerk, you love it. Sora laid back on my bed and muttered something under his breath that I couldn't quite make out. And that is chapter 4. And we are...
fucking Christ.
I will kill you with my bare hands, Riku at women.
I'm just gonna bookmark this fix so that I know where we are for some next time.
I posted it in the chat if you go up. Could like pin it or something so you can find it later. I don't even
You're right.
know where it was.
So far, our pinned messages have been, I've gotten white Chad icon Sims for a tree. Someone is gonna get called a homophobic slur. Riku may be simping for the tree, but he is simping for depression more. He was so raw. At one point, I thought it was a screenshot from the psych ward AU Peachy told me about. Tina's Parker sounds like like a fifth member of Sum 41. A tweet with a pink dress that just says, "Ain't this that bitch from Kingdom Hearts?" with the caption "Roxas." 31 fucking chapters of White Riku. I'm kidding from the same, but I can the truck driver who fucking wipes them out, and then Riku hates women.
Why does Riku Montgomery go to culinary school in this fanfiction?
He what?
Does he?
I'm reading chapter
What?
23, and he talks about how he went to culinary school the year
So he can
before,
cook.
and he's like making a pie.
Layers.
Wait, I can explain
Look at
this.
the layers, bro. Miko Rump
Also,
Gummy.
Sora becomes a
Like
Miko Rump
psychologist.
Gummy has layers, dude.
I can easily explain the Riku going to culinary school.
Oh damn.
Fucking gay stereotype. All gays gotta be like super feminine and fucking be able to cook and shit.
Well,
Bam,
well,
there you go.
Riku's one of the outsiders. Like that's like
Dumb.
Riku's.
Also, I
funny,
like
bro.
at this point he went to culinary school, but Sora still works at Denny's.
Like Riku is
God
the
damn it, just can't move up in the world.
Riku's the protagonist of Grease. That's what it feels like.
Sora's peg for his.
Be the worst thing. This is gonna be the worst thing I've ever said out loud. I'm being held back by being an uke. Ukes are oppressed.
When I
Don't
read
make
that, I thought
kids
this
laugh
was made in
out
like
loud.
2008, not 2012.
Nope.
The more recent it gets, the worse. The worse
This
it
honest
is.
to God, it doesn't even feel like 2008. It feels like 2002. We out here.
The shit that I've seen.
Like the fact that I have fics way worse than this, but I physically cannot read this fic is so sad.
I know! I've read fucking, like, Naga Riku. Like, fucking horribly bloody death of Kairi. Fucking some other horrible bullshit. God, what was... There's been some other shit. Oh yeah, the one where Sora goes to a rock climbing camp and thinks Riku was a homophobe.